Welcome back to Let's Play Neverending Nightmare. I'm Chaos.
I'm Undine. Well, Neverending Nightmare Revisited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Attempt
never
two.
So we got the one ending. That was ending B. So we decided to play through the game some more and get the other endings.
Yes.
And Undine has spent all day playing through and figuring it out. So this is the start of another one of the endings.
Yes. So, in the forest, at the gazebo, we found adult Abby, and that unlocked that ending we already had. Well, if we had done stuff with the different paths to choosing in the forest and all that, we would have, if we had kept following her, young Gabby, all the way through, we would have gotten to the gazebo and found young Gabby instead of older Gabby. And finding young Gabby unlocks this ending. So it took me like a good part of all day, of half the day, of like just replaying through that level, just trying to figure out the paths and what to do. And well, because it shows you on there that that's where it branches off. So just trying everything to figure out how to branch it. And eventually I gave up and looked on the internet, and even then it still took a couple tries, because it's if you screw up, it's not forgiving.
Yeah, and it's not like you can actually run fast enough to see where Gabby's going anyways.
No, you can't. You can't.
I hear him.
He's coming. There he is.
Creepy ass.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing, like, I was taking notes while I was playing this, but, most of the monsters, you don't run from them. The way to get past them is to quietly walk from them. You know? Just walk by them, right?
Don't acknowledge him.
Yeah. You know? And,
well, the guys with the axe you run from.
well, it's not just the enemies that he walks calmly by. He walks calmly through the whole world. He doesn't really react. He doesn't react to the bound guys. He doesn't really any of them. Any of the horror he's seeing, he's not reacting to.
That is true.
Like, you don't fight the monsters at all. They don't bother him at all. Like, he doesn't react to them. What he sees doesn't bother him. Nothing does until he kills the girl in some way. Yeah, that's a nope.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just his world, the world he lives in. A never-ending nightmare.
Huh.
And that's what, that's kind of what depression can feel like sometimes. Nothing you do makes sense. Nothing you do stops it. Nothing you do makes a difference. You know? Now think about it. Nothing we do in this world makes a difference.
Not really.
Nothing really
None
changes.
Of our choices
it just
really change anything.
goes and goes and goes, and you can't get out.
I just saw one blink.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really bright, like that splash of color just unnerves me, you know? It's so much color. Not the subject matter, just so much color.
Well, that much color is just
in this type of world,
after no color and everything.
I really don't like this ending.
So you can't decide between being in the house or being in the asylum.
Yeah. You're not gonna check any of them?
Well, should I check them?
Yeah. I hear him.
I hear him again.
There he is.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
What?
He looks bigger. That doll can hang herself.
There's a reason for that.
Should I go through that door or?
Well, it's not a window door. Oh! They might look bigger because you're a kid.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This wallpaper looks different than anything else I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another doll bride. Okay. Which door?
Yeah. You never run to beat the enemies. Most of the time you calmly walk by them or away from them.
Except for the axe dudes. You run from the axe dudes.
Yes. And the baby.
Oh, hell no.
I don't like this map. I don't like it.
Music is really picking up.
Yeah, no, the music definitely changes for this map. It definitely, like, oomphs up, you know? Yeah, I kind of wish there were more things in the rooms, you know, but I made a note.
There's so many dolls in the background.
I know. I made a note of that too, of like, well, I heard that this game, like, the makers did it as like, kind of an expression of their depression and OCD, right? So,
Okay.
knowing that, it's really hard. Nope, up to you. But okay, knowing that, it's really hard to distinguish between what's the story of the game
Right.
separately and what is an extension of the makers. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can read too much into that and say, okay, well, what part of this represents depression? What part of this represents OCD? And what part of this is just the story?
Right.
It's really hard to distinguish that sometimes. But I had lots of notes.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah. It's like,
Oh, what the hell? I'm gonna go through.
yeah, you better go through the door. Ugh.
Damn dolls are chasing me now.
So, a lot of people we've talked to say that this game is boring or repetitive because we're revisiting a lot of places, and sometimes the scares are they're spaced apart, you know. And well, this is one of those games where
I saw you blink your eyes in the corner.
I know they
Damn it.
blink. Like this game is an experience, you know.
Sound's getting all weird.
I know. You're not gonna go any more doors?
Not with her coming at me. Okay, more of them. I don't trust any of these damn dolls now.
Yeah, I know. That it blinked. That happened to me. It's like there's all these dolls, and now you can't trust any of them. Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit. Oh great.
That's still disturbing.
Doll blood.
Yeah, they were saying like just not a lot happens, that it's kind of boring, like that there's not enough action, you know.
It don't need to have action to have a scary game. You
No,
can have a
that's the
game
thing, is that there are a few enemies, but they're more
atmosphere.
puzzles and atmospheric, yeah.
I don't trust that door.
Isn't that creepy? Now the doors are gone. And it's way
Oh, it's my
more
doll bride.
dilapidated.
Yay, doll bride.
Hey!
What? It's a bride. It's a doll. You can interact with it. You're my only real bride. I love you.
Back to my notes.
Back to your notes. Let's try this door. Oh, hell no.
You don't even know what happens to you if they get you. I do.
Really?
Yeah. It's not pleasant.
Do they crawl inside you?
Great. Now that image is in my head. Awesome.
Is that worse than what they actually do?
Awesome.
What do they do? Oh, I gotta let myself get taken. Take me, dolls. Oh, Jesus.
Happy? See, unlike me, that would happen because I would panic and hit the wrong button. I'd hit the sprint button instead of the, just walk
just
away
rip your
button.
guts right out of you.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, them little doll hands are sharp.
I know. So, yeah, I think this is more of a psychological experience.
Oh, no, it totally is.
And that, you have to pay attention to things. Like the glass on the floor, you have to be aware of things.
Yeah.
Read into them a little bit. Like, what parts are real? What parts are the nightmare?
You two again. Oh, come on! That's not fair. She jumped half the length. So I gotta run past her.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to put a warning on the front of this.
For what?
Violence to children? Horrific child death?
It's not a real child. It doesn't count.
It's still the visuals of it. It's still graphic and jarring. People don't care if adults die, but kids, man, you don't... I'm a kid. That being said, you should probably stop dying so easily.
Got past you, bitch.
Yeah.
She's gonna set that one on fire.
Hopefully.
No, look at her. She's holding the flame looking down on her like that.
Nope. Yeah, it's about here where I started looking at all the dolls like,
I don't trust any of these fuckers. No.
Any one of them can start moving.
Oh, man.
I actually have a note about that.
Oh, screw you guys.
That her face is broken because I punched her.
Oh, there's more freaking dolls in here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get away from the damn dolls, am I?
I don't know about you, but I totally expected that one to crawl on the floor as you went through the door, just like, nah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where was I?
Oh no, where were you?
The first playthrough didn't answer a lot of questions. So we must find them. The nightmare can end. It is I used to think that depression was more of a state of mind, that with enough willpower you could just, force your way through it.
Oh, no, hell no. Not 3 at once.
It's just typical night for your mom. Or Jesse's ex-wife.
Oh, goddamn.
But, that one blinked. Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, that
That
was
looks
Gabby.
like... Aw, you little bitch.
Yeah, Alan got me too. She's in the shadows.
You fucker.
But,
I was totally Gabby in that one.
yeah. I used to think, depression was just...
Oh, yeah, I see.
Like-
Oh, fuck you.
Like, that it was just,
Double fuck to you.
when you were really sad
It's
and
totally
stuff.
Gabby.
Yeah, it is.
I see you this time, bitch.
And, I would get, I thought I would get, Down in the Dumps or, Blue or, just
Oh
moments.
my god, look at them all. Ugh.
I know, it's like all of them. Nowhere is safe. Like, you're gonna move? Because your face...
Wait. The hell?
What? Dance around him! Don't give up!
No, god damn. Wait.
Luckily, the little soldiers don't come after you. They know better. But, I used to think it was just, bouts of despair. because I'd get really...
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Huh. Okay. So he finally woke up from his nightmares and went and checked on it. Didn't he?
Did he?
Nothing else was happening. He woke up out of bed.
He woke up?
Didn't he?
That's what you saw? Okay, what did you see? What did you experience?
It seemed like he finally woke up from his nightmare and went and found his sister, gave her a kiss, and was going back to bed.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because he had this horrific nightmare about his sister being dead.
Yeah.
And killing his sister and everything. And he was able to find that she was just fine sleeping in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What did you get out of it?
Well, I've seen the other ending, so...
Oh, okay.
So, and then the other ending we had, or that we did the first time, was, how do you interpret that?
How did that ending go? He
wound up in the hospital.
Right, he was in the hospital. He tried to kill himself, and his sister was there.
Yeah.
So, geez, what the hell are they gonna do for a third ending?
But I don't know. I don't know if he's out. You know.
You don't trust that he's actually awake.
No. Well, it's the never-ending nightmare. It's unending. You know, and
true.
That's I can't really speak for other people, but I know how my depression goes, and it comes in waves. You have bouts, you know, and that's one of the most maddening things about it is you have these periods of clarity where you can see that everything's all right, you know, and everything gets better for a short period of time, and then you get pulled back in, you know, and you get so down and so low, and you can't, it's like being in a hole and you don't know how you dug yourself down there and you don't know how to get out, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to think that was just being blue, right?
Yeah.
It was just, you know, I didn't think it was an actual thing. I thought I could just, you know, willpower out of it and everything would be fine, you know. And we did that for 10 years. My 20s have been consumed in just trying to battle it and get around it and, you know, not really knowing what it was or being able to make any progress, and I'd get so, like, just despair because, you know, none of my stories, I hadn't finished any of them, or they were taking years to write and they were so in depth, and why is this taking so long, but like, it wasn't till really, really bad night where it got really, really, really bad. Not suicidal bad. I've never had that, have I? No, I don't. There's no point, because tomorrow's a different day. You know, it might seem the same as the day before, but there are subtle changes, you know, and nothing stays the same unless you make it the same, you know, unless you fight for it.
Yeah.
You know, and then you gotta work at it.
Everything
you know.
changes.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a really, really stressful time, and it got really bad, and it was just, you know what, I need to go see a doctor about this, and I ended up getting really lucky and finding one who was really nice and listened, and I had a whole bunch of other issues, you know, like I've had insomnia my whole life, and it's not just being able to not sleep, it's being able to not stay asleep, and I only slept for like 2 to 4 hours at a time.
Yeah.
And it would change. Like one day I'd sleep for 2 hours but stay up for like 30 hours and then get 4 hours of sleep, and then be up for 15 hours and then sleep for 5 hours and then be up for 28 hours, and it would shift like that all the time, and I'd always be sleeping during the day and groggy and shitty, and that was my 20s. And then finally went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh yeah, all those medical concerns and conditions, like all those concerns and problems you have are actually all one thing.
Yep.
And what was that, like almost a year ago?
Yeah.
I went in and they diagnosed me with PCOS, which I don't want to get into details. A
lot of women suffer from it, though.
Yeah, and it's.
But things are slowly getting better.
Yeah. I'm finally on medication and treatment. It's Yeah, but it's the peace of mind of knowing what it is, and that I actually do have depression. It's not, I don't get sad like most people. It's more apathy.
Yeah.
And not being able to do things, and like the best way I can describe it is like you're hungry and there's a plate of food in front of you, like pizza. There's like the slice of your favorite pizza. It's fresh, it's the perfect temperature, the cheese is the right consistency, it's not too greasy, it's perfect, and it's sitting in front of you, and you can't move. You can't bring yourself to eat. You can move. You can move perfectly fine. You could get up and walk around, dance if you wanted to, but you can't. You just can't
bring yourself to.
Yeah, for some reason you just can't, and you don't know why. It's so maddening, but you can't move. You're so hungry and desperate to eat, and you're starving, and you can't move. You can't do it, and you don't know why. And that goes on and on and on and on, and nothing you do stops it, changes it. The only thing that helps is, like, I don't know, trying to pass out, restart the day and hope that tomorrow will be a different day.
Yep.
Wait for it to end. Wait for the bout of depression to end.
Yeah. But things are getting better now.
Yeah, and it's I finally realized that sometimes you can pull yourself out of this, and sometimes you need a helping hand. And
Yep.
Sometimes that helping hand comes in the form of information, and realizing that, like, depression is it's something in your brain. It has nothing to do with you or who you are. It can actually strike anyone at any time in their life,
Yep.
and it has no bearing on who you are as a person. This is some chemical thing going on in your head. This is just some wires that got crossed. It doesn't make you any less of a person, but because it is just a chemical thing, it's a medical thing, and it can just strike out of nowhere, it can be fixed. It can be reversed. It can go away, but sometimes it might take time.
Yeah.
And I had always, thought it might be actually depression, but mine wasn't typical, and I never wanted to go and find out because I didn't want to get on antidepressants, because I researched it, and a lot of people say, it takes away your creativity, and it's like, well, if I can't write, then what good am I? But I don't know. I don't have that problem.
No.
And that's the other thing too, is that there's so many treatment options.
Yeah.
And you can tackle the problem from so many different angles. You don't have to just have antidepressants. Like, you don't have to treat the depression end of it. You could treat the insomnia end of it. And, like, if people who have PCOS like me, there's so many other ways you can treat it and the angles you can go at it. So, I don't know.
So,
I just wanted to address that.
Yeah.
Because this game has topics and issues.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a message behind it.
Yeah.
So that was the third ending.
You have nothing to say about my huge long just spew rant. Not, it wasn't really a rant, but
No.
you have.
It wasn't a rant.
Well, I mean, what's your perspective? I mean, that was my perspective of me going through it, and I mean, like, looking at the game as somebody who has depression, who goes through it, it's like, yeah, I can actually see this. It is, like, there's nothing you can do. There are these horrible things, and you're just like, meh. I should be afraid of that, but meh.
Yeah.
It's not.
And being with you for so long, I can see that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you really do need a helping hand. To help out sometimes.
This isn't something that'll go away on its own, you know.
Yeah, it's when you have depression, you need help. You need someone to help you. You need someone that.
Well, it's because you need help because it's correctable.
Yeah.
You know, it's fixable.
It is fixable. It's still difficult, but it is fixable.
Yeah.
And you've never really been sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can tell when you're down, you know, and you can get into a mood to where you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And some days are like that, and then some days are better.
Well, it's like nothing sounds appealing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not pulled in any direction at all.
Any direction at all.
Nothing grabs me. Nothing's interesting.
No. In that case, I just take charge, and normally, you know, if I can find something for us to do, it'll be better after we actually get to doing something.
Well, what are your thoughts about depression as my caretaker?
It can be challenging when you have trouble making a decision.
Yeah.
Like, you're hungry, you need to eat, but you have no desire for anything.
Nothing sounds good.
Nothing sounds good. And it can be frustrating trying to just choose something for you. Because what if you really don't want it, as opposed to it just not sounding good, and when you actually have it in front of you, then it actually does look good and you enjoy it.
Yeah, I think that's a good analogy. You're hungry, but you have no appetite.
Yeah.
You have no desire for it.
When dealing with someone with depression, it can certainly be agitating, aggravating.
Frustrating.
It's frustrating. It requires patience. It requires patience and understanding.
Yeah,
because it's not like they're being depressed and being undecisive.
It's
just
not
to
like I
screw
chose
with you,
this.
or just to piss you off. They're doing it because.
My God, who would choose to have depression?
Really screwed up person.
Well, unless it gave you like bonuses to other stats, you know.
Oh my God.
I really wish I could find those bonuses. I've been playing the game all wrong.
You're silly.
That's what they pay me for.
It can be frustrating. You need patience, and you need to understand that it's not done on purpose.
Thank God, no.
And it can be fixed.
I wish it was just a switch we could just turn off.
Yeah, I wish a lot of things were switches I could turn off. Like the lights. Instead I have to push a button.
Damn buttons. It's too much work.
A lever is so much easier to work than a button.
Actually, not
really.
No.
Shut up.
No.
Alright, so...
I just wanted to address that.
I wanted to address it. It's something that needed to be addressed. No problem with that.
A lot of other people were, I mean, it's a topic
Yeah.
that, you know, I mean, and that's the thing, medical things, like my mom won't go to the doctor because it's too much money, you know, but then, or she's afraid that if she goes, she'll find something wrong, you know, and then she'll have to pay a shit ton of money for it, but whether you go or not, something might still be wrong.
Exactly.
The thing is if you go, something can be done about it.
Yep.
And in the end, money really isn't an issue.
No.
You know, when against your health, it's not really an issue. I mean,
yeah, money's not an issue as as long as you
Yeah.
survive and you're still around.
you know.
So that's that.
Yep.
So this was
We need to end on a happier note.
we do.
Oh.
What's a happy note?
Boo Boo, make us happy! Oh, he's so cute. He's so confused right now.
I bet if we gave him that decapitated stuffed animal head, he'd be a lot happier.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he didn't gut it. Like,
Normally.
we did that earlier, playing tug, and he just ripped the head off of it, and then he just wanted more. He's like, no, let's tear off the arm now. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you get the arm off?
No.
Huh. Alright, well, that's a happy
No,
note.
he's older, so he can't tug like he
I
used
know.
to. He doesn't have the force, so
I know.
it's so cute because he's trying. Like, I remember when he was like younger years ago, like he had like force and like
Yeah.
pull me over, and
Yep.
I mean, a corgi, like they don't look like they got mass and weight, but they do.
That's a 30-pound dog.
Yeah.
It does not look like a 30-pound dog, but he is. So we'll end this video on that note with, little dogs ripping apart stuffed animals.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was ending 3 for Neverending Nightmare.
Yes.
If you like the video, hit like. If you like us, subscribe.
Yeah, we're talking about.
And we'll talk to you guys in the next video. And we'll be working on getting that last ending.
Yep.
So,
Last ending and other branch.
yep. Bye-bye.